Okay, picture this. You're just starting your day. You're at your desk, maybe taking that first sip of coffee. Everything feels solid, predictable, normal. But what if, in the time it takes for that coffee to hit you, the very rules of reality just decided to take a 5-second break?
I mean, seriously, what would happen if the fundamental rules holding our entire universe together just switched off? For 5 seconds. It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, right? But stick with me, because by digging into this wild, impossible idea, we can get a whole new appreciation for the invisible forces that are keeping you and me and everything else together every single moment of every single day. So, let's start the clock. The second that clock starts ticking, you wouldn't even have a nanosecond to register that something's wrong. Because the very first thing to go, the force that makes solid stuff solid. That force is called electromagnetism. You can think of it as the universal glue for pretty much everything we see and touch. It's that simple rule, opposites attract. It's what lets atoms link up to form molecules, which then build, well, your coffee cup, and the entire planet you're sitting on. So, what happens when that cosmic glue just vanishes?
Well, it's an instant, catastrophic chain reaction. Without electromagnetism, chemical bonds are literally impossible. So you, the Earth, the Sun, everything, instantly dissolves into a giant cloud of individual atoms. But it gets weirder. Since opposites no longer attract, the electrons circling your atoms just fly off into the void, leaving behind this chaotic soup of plasma. Oh, and because light itself is an electromagnetic wave, the entire universe goes pitch black. 1 second, that's all it took for reality to completely disappear. So now we're just floating in a dark, silent cloud of particles. But believe it or not, the unraveling is just getting started. There's another, even more fundamental force that's about to clock out. Okay, so if electromagnetism is the glue for molecules, the strong nuclear force is like the cosmic superglue holding the very heart of the atom together. It's the ridiculously powerful force that crams protons together in the nucleus, even though they're desperate to fly apart. Without it, there's just nothing left to hold the core of matter together. So with the strong force gone, nuclear fusion in the sun just stops. But here's the crazy part, it doesn't explode. Instead, with absolutely no forces holding its particles together, it just unpacks itself. Can you imagine that? The star that warms our world just silently unspooling into a cold, ever-expanding cloud of particles. So, let's take stock. We're just 3 seconds in, and what's left? The very ideas of heat, light, gravity, even matter, they don't exist anymore. The entire universe is nothing more than a silent, featureless void of particles just drifting apart, completely unaware of each other. And we still have 2 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. The 5 seconds are over. A switch flips somewhere in the cosmos, and the laws of physics come crashing back online. And here is the ultimate twist. You're probably thinking, okay, crisis averted. Everything just snaps back to the way it was, right? Nope, not even close. The damage is done, and turning the power back on isn't the solution, it's actually the trigger for an even bigger disaster. I mean, think about it. Before this 5-second break, every single particle in your body had a very specific place. It was all arranged according to the incredibly complex blueprint of your DNA. But in those 5 seconds of chaos, those particles have drifted thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of miles apart. The blueprint is gone. The universe has totally lost the instructions for how to put you and everything else back together again. So what happens when gravity and electromagnetism suddenly kick back into gear? All those trillions upon trillions of dispersed particles, they slam back together, but in completely random, chaotic ways. The energy and friction released from this cosmic pileup, just in the space where Earth used to be, would be unimaginable. It would detonate with the force of a single massive supernova. So the end isn't a quiet fade to black. It's a final, blinding flash of light. A blinding flash of light where our world used to be. Wow. That is a terrifying thought experiment, right? And it really shows you just how fragile everything seems. But let's pull back from that nightmare scenario because it also reveals something truly beautiful about the universe we actually live in. The laws of physics don't take breaks. They don't get tired, they don't call in sick. The whole idea we just walked through is an impossibility. And honestly, that is the most comforting and reassuring fact in the entire cosmos. For 13.8 billion years, the universe has been playing by the exact same unbroken set of rules. From the moment the Big Bang set everything in motion, these forces have been constant. The gravity holding you in your chair right now has never, ever faltered, not for a single microsecond. It's this incredible, unwavering stability that allows us to even exist in the first place.
You know, it's easy for us to feel fragile, living on this little rock flying through space. And yeah, in a lot of ways, we are. But this thought experiment kind of reframes that, doesn't it? Our existence isn't some lucky accident. It's a testament to the raw power and absolute reliability of the fundamental forces binding every single atom in your body together.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this cosmic chaos? Maybe it's that even when your life feels like it's falling apart, the universe itself is a bedrock of stability. You are a walking, talking miracle made possible by laws that have never, ever broken. At the most fundamental level possible, you are holding it together perfectly. You are, quite literally, a force of nature.